Baby Bumps is sponsored by the Breastfeeding for a Healthy Brownsville Community Coalition.
Hello Brownsville, my name is Luis Salazar and I am the Maternal and Child Health Program Manager for the City of Brownsville. I would like to welcome you to this YouTube episode of Baby Bumps. Here we discuss the important topics and issues that affect our mothers, our children, and our entire family. Today, we have a different format for this episode. We invited Ms. Deyanira Galarza, who is our new public health nurse with the City of Brownsville, and Mr. Raimundo Garza, who is a peer dad at Cameron County Public Health Department. We are happy to have you here. Ms. D, would you like to introduce yourself first?
Hi, my name is Deyanira Galarza, and I am the public health nurse for the City of Brownsville. I am currently working on trying to get the City of Brownsville at 100% vaccinated for COVID-19. So that's really what I'm pushing for. I am also a mother of 3 children.
Thank you, Ms. D. Thank you for being here with us. And now is Mr. Garza's turn. Would you like to give us a brief introduction about yourself, Mr. Garza?
Yeah, I'm Raimundo Garza. I run the Peer Dad program here in Cameron County for Healthy Texas-Bound Babies. Program for all dads, talk about infant safety and anything fatherhood related.
Thank you, Mr. Garza. We really appreciate you guys being here with us today and teaching us about how to stay calm when babies are out of control. We look forward to seeing different strategies that we can help to calm ourselves during these moments. For today's episodes, we are fortunate to hear from both mothers' and fathers' perspective. Let's begin with a brief explanation of what happens in our brains when our baby cries. When we hear the cry of our baby, we feel a sense of urgency to help. It serves as an alarm to let us know that something is wrong. This is nature's way of making sure we do our jobs as parents or caregivers. Respond to our baby's needs and take care of them. But what happens if we try everything and the cry doesn't stop? Usually what happens is that the thinking part of our brains shuts down, affecting our ability to remain calm and think logically. Then progress to us losing control of our emotions and ultimately losing control of our reactions. The first step to take is to calm ourselves. We must always remember the instructions that they give us when we take a plane. First, you need to take care of yourself by placing the oxygen mask prior to helping others. If you are not in control of yourself, the reactions could be counterproductive. Ms. D, in your personal experience, how would you manage these situations?
So you have to remember that there's no instructional guide on how to be a parent. You just have to learn how to trust your instincts and just try to go with the flow. You have to know that whatever you know, what you've heard from the classes that you've maybe taken from pre-parenting classes, you have to trust in those instincts and education. So what I would do personally is I would take a deep breath, lots and lots of deep breaths, and I would remember that I am trying my very best and that eventually my child will calm down. And if not, we have to find different things to keep the babies happy.
Interesting. And how effective is this method in your personal experience?
So the effectiveness of breathing and just remembering to trust your instincts was a huge, it had a very good outcome, because let's say burping wasn't something that the baby needed. Maybe they needed something else. If I was able to calm myself, I would think, okay, maybe it's time to give them a bottle. Or maybe it's time that they're really sicky, they're hot, and they need a bath. Maybe they need to get into the water a little bit and relax. So just taking a second to pause, to have that composure, and just take a few seconds just to think about the possibilities, that really does go a long way.
Great. What about yourself, Mr. Raimundo? How do you handle these baby's meltdowns?
Well, the first thing I want to do for myself is calm myself. Don't get overwhelmed. Take a moment to, take a deep breath. Get back in focus. That way you can prioritize the focus on the baby now.
And how effective is this method?
Well, I know breathing techniques always work for me. So once you take those deep breaths, get some oxygen in your brain, you're able to assess the situation a lot better and keep a better focus on the important part, and that's the baby.
Nice! Now that we are in control of ourselves, the second step is to address the crying baby. Crying is how babies communicate with us and normally indicates that something needs to change. Maybe our baby is hungry, tired, or needs a diaper change. During the first couple of months, your baby will cry for 1 to 3 hours per day. It is super important that remain calm and never under any circumstances shake our baby. Shaking our baby can cause a lot of brain damage to our developing baby. Ms. D, how would you identify what is wrong with your baby and why is crying, what is having this meltdown?
So I would start off a head-to-toe assessment, or not really call it an assessment, but just like visually looking at your baby. So I would start off at the head, check the temperature. Are they really warm? Are they cold? Also maybe see for any lip smacking. Maybe they were hungry. Depending on how old my child was, that's the way I would kind of base it. Then I would go down to their neck. Sometimes they just wanted a wipey bath and just kind of dry off any secretions, any saliva, only because that can get itchy and uncomfortable. Maybe change the clothing as well. So after that, if not, I would check to see if they maybe had used the restroom, if they needed a diaper change, kind of move their legs a little bit. They might get a little colicky. So even moving their legs would help move their little tummies, and that could maybe promote them into having like passing gas or even using the restroom. So that's the way I would mainly see the way I would see my baby and the way I would try to treat my babies. The last option we had was just throw them in the shower, and and they would usually calm down after a nice little bubble bath or in the tub and just playing with them. And my kids really do love water till this day. They get upset and we just tell them go take a shower and they're calm.
Great. Mr. Raimundo, what are some of your favorite techniques to calm your baby or to identify what is wrong with your baby?
Well, you want to do just like a quick physical breakdown of the baby. Check diapers in case the baby has a messy diaper. If that's not the case, you want to do a quick rundown of the baby's clothing. Is the baby annoyed of what they're wearing? Is it too hot? Is it too cold? We can also look at baby's body. Did baby scratch themselves, hurt themselves in any way? Just an overall examination of the baby and the area around the baby.
Excellent. Today we have explored a lot of great information. Another good resource to have is a list of things you can do in case your baby is crying. A great example is the following list. Ms. D and Mr. Raimundo, we would like to thank you. We appreciate that you both came to help us better understand this topic and answer our questions. Is there anything else you would like to share with us? Any resources or contact information? Ms. D?
So the last bit of advice, or just something for you to always remember, is there really is no parenting guide that will be able to touch every single topic. You just got to remember that you are trying your very best, that you are taking the best interest of your child to keep them happy, to keep them comfortable, but you do have to remember also to take a second for yourself, just so that you can keep that little piece of sanity. But if you have any other questions, please feel free to call our help desk or information at 956-546-HELP. Again, that number is 956-546-4357.
Thank you very much, Mr. Raimundo.
No, just for any fathers that want to talk about fatherhood or infant safety can always come to me. I run the Peer Dad program, and I'm available all week, so anytime you want, I'm available.
Once again, thank you. I would like everyone to know that Baby Booms is sponsored by the Breastfeeding for a Healthy Brownsville Community Coalition here in Brownsville, Texas. Remember to subscribe to the City of Brownsville YouTube channel and to join our BTX Maternal and Child Health Facebook group. Remember, an informed parent is an empowered parent. Thank you so much and see you in our next Baby Booms Brownsville.